Hi guys, I hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to make this beautiful reversible sun hat. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. This is Donlarrie, and here on this channel, I upload sewing tutorials and pattern drafting. Kindly subscribe and also remember to put on that notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So guys, let's get started. So you can see the sun hat has 3 layers. We have the top panel, the middle panel, and the brim panel. So to get started, you will need to take your edge circumference measurement, as you can see it here. So you take that edge circumference measurement, and to start with the top panel, you will need to divide your edge circumference with 6.284, which is the standard measurement, and here I have 3.6 inches. So you go ahead and fold your paper or your fabric into 2, just like this, and fold again into 4. Once you folded your paper into 4, you're going to be measuring whatever you get from that center of the circle. So here I'll be measuring 3.6 inches round like this. Then I'll cut it out. So this is what we have. So we're going to be cutting out 2 pieces for the fabric and 1 piece for the interfacing, because I will be using an hard interfacing. If you are using the medium one, you cut out 2 pieces for the fabric and 2 pieces for the interfacing. To cut the middle panel, you're going to be dividing your edge circumference measurement that you've taken earlier. You divide it by 2. So in this case, I have 11.5 inches, and then you determine the width that you want for your sun hat. So we're going to be using 5 inches. You can use between 4 inches to 5 inches. So in this tutorial, we're going to be using 5 inches. Length of the middle panel, you're going to be measuring whatever you get horizontally, just like this. So here I'm measuring 11.5 inches, and vertically you're going to be measuring the width of the hat. So the width of the middle panel is 5 inches, so I'm measuring it twice, and then you draw a line just to connect those 2 points together. So once you've done that, from here now, from the bottom line, you mark up 1.5 inches, and then from the top line again, you mark the same 1.5 inches. So now we want to create a kind of curved shape. So you draw a curved line just like this. You do the same on the top line. From the top curved line now, you're going to be measuring half an inch, just like I've done, and then you create a kind of curved shape around that side. So you make sure you blend it there to have a nice curved shape, and then you cut this out. So you don't need to add any seam allowance to this pattern. So now I'm labeling the pattern. I'm indicating here that this part should be cut on fold. So whenever I want to cut on the fabric, I will place that part on the folded fabric, and we're going to be cutting out 2 pieces for the fabric, 1 lining and 1 main fabric, and 1 piece for the interfacing. Now we want to cut the brim panel, and to do that you will need to fold your pattern paper or your fabric into 2, and then you fold again into 4. Once you've done that, then you will need the top panel that we cut earlier. You fold it into 4 like this and place it at the center of the paper. Then you trace it out. Once you've done that, then we're going to be inputting the width measurement for the brim, which is 5 inches. In this case, you can use less than that depending on how big you want the hat to be. And then you will need to add seam allowance of half an inch to the hem line like this, and also you add it to the top part because we're going to be joining it with the middle panel. Then you cut it out. So for this, we're going to be cutting out 2 pieces of the fabric, and 1 piece of the interfacing. So if you are using a soft interfacing, you will be cutting out 2 pieces for the interfacing. So let's cut on the fabric. So now I've cut it out on the fabric, and this is what I have. So I have 2 pieces for the fabric and 1 piece of hard interfacing. Then for the middle panel, I have 2 pieces of the fabric, and I cut this on fold so you can see the folded part of the interfacing and the fabric. So this is the top panel. For the top panel, I cut out 2 pieces for the fabric and 1 piece for the interfacing. The next thing we want to do now is to iron the interfacing on the main fabric. So I've ironed it on the main fabric, as you can see it. So that is the middle panel. I made the interfacing a bit shorter than the main fabric, and this is the brim panel. So the next thing you want to do is to fold the brim panel like this, and then you need to place some notches, and this will be the guide for you when you want to sew it. So as you can see, I'm placing the notches at that part, at the folded part. So you do the same to the other side, and then anything you do to the main fabric, you do it to the lining. Then you also fold the middle panel and place a notch on the top and at the bottom. Then you do the same to the lining. So I've done that. The next thing we want to do is to start sewing, and then we're going to sew the middle panel at that side. Then you do the same thing to the lining. So I've joined it together, as you can see it, and this is what we have. So the next thing we want to do now is to join the top panel to the middle panel, and then you fold it into 2 like this, and also place a notch. So once you've placed that notch, you place the right side facing each other, and then you place the notches facing each other and pin it down. So you're going to pin it round. Then we're going to be sewing it round like that. So you do the same thing to the main fabric. Once you are done, don't forget to back stitch, and this is what we have. Can you see that? So we have a mini cap already. Alright, so now is the time to join the brim panel to the mini cap. So the notches that we placed earlier, so you will need to align it together with the one on the brim panel like this. So you place the notches together and pin it down. So once you've pinned it down, you're going to do the same thing to the lining, and then we're going to be sewing it round just as we've pinned it down. Okay guys, so this is what we have after joining it together, and the next thing we want to do now is to place the right side of the lining together with the right side of the main fabric. So you turn the lining out, make sure the wrong side of the lining is facing up, and then you place it just like this. So you take your time and do that. So once you've done that, we're going to be joining these two together using half an inch seam allowance that we added to it earlier, and we're going to be creating an opening in which we're going to be turning it out. So the opening is 3 inches should be enough, so you can make it 3 or 4 inches. So I'll be leaving 3 inches opening. So I'll go ahead now and sew it. So I've done that, and this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead now and turn everything out through this opening. Okay guys, so this is what we have. So now that you've turned it out, you go ahead and iron it. So you iron it round. And once you've done that, you can see how pretty it is. So this little opening now, we want to close it up, and to do that we're going to be top stitching around the heart just like this. So you sew it around the edges. So this is what we came up with, looking so pretty. You can use it either way. You can use the lining side or the main fabric side as you want. I hope you find this tutorial helpful guys. If yes, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment down in the comment section, and kindly subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. Till I see you guys in my next video, have a wonderful day. Bye and stay safe.